It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He put together a nice showing last week, finishing up with 113 yards. It's the Jets and the Bears coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't run in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 24 carries, 113 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Jets at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Rodgers will try again on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. The throw taken in by Cole. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. From the 17, Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Tenth carry now for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On third down, Elliott. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down, Wilson. That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Yeah, he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Derek Carr, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Kareem Hunt taking over. 2 touchdowns thus far. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A first down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. They go to Elliott again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. A give to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. John Bates, his first touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a home. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a home. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Over.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Elliott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run it with Elliott.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Inside give to Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 2nd down and 6.
This is Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs, clocking.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Down road. A 2-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 28-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Wilson will throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 224 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Rodgers looking to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Elliott. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets,